Hello everyone, it's your brother here reaching you with the word of God as I receive it in this truth. I give it to you. Today I'm going to release some revelation that the Most High has given to me to be given to his children. On the 14th of February 2017, that's 4 days ago, in my dream, I had visitation from the angel of the Most High. And in that dream, the angel gave me a stick about a meter long and about 2 centimeters wide. And this stick was very freshly cut. It was fresh, not dried up. And he gave it to me and said, blow it. So I put on my mouth and blew. And as I blew, it sounded like Joshua's trumpet. It sounded so loud that the whole world was so quiet, and no matter where you are, you could hear the sound of the trumpet. And he took me to Revelation chapter 17, verse 10 and 11, and explained it to me concerning our time. And then he gave a command and said, go and blow the trumpet. Go and blow the trumpet. So today I'm standing here to blow that trumpet to you as a warning to everyone, for you to know what is coming. Because as Amos chapter 3 verse 7 says, surely Yahuwah does nothing. Surely Yahuwah does nothing unless he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets. Surely Yahuwah does nothing unless he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets. And Hosea chapter 12 verse 10 says, I have also spoken by my prophets. I have multiplied visions. I have given symbols through the witnesses of the prophets. So today, what I have received, I give it to you. Earlier, on November 13th, I released a video shortly after President Trump was elected. I released a video, and the title was, The Seal of Revelation 13 is Broken. President Donald J. Trump is the sign. And in it, I explain certain things to you. If you haven't listened to it, you can go and listen to it. And in order to get what is in there, I also recommend that you listen to the Antichrist Decoded, the 666 Decoded Part 1 and Part 2. Because in there, it gives you clarity who the beast of Revelation 13 and the false prophets, who they are. Okay. In order not to spoil it, last week I also released another video, and the title was Absalom of the End Time, President J. Trump. Now, people may not like the man. I am not American. I am not Republican. But I speak as I receive it. And I'm black, and they say he doesn't like blacks. But that is not my concern. And I don't think that is the case. Because this man is a chosen vessel to fulfill God's purpose. In Revelation 13 verse 3. To disrupt, his purpose is to disrupt the new world order. But I'm afraid his time is short. I said it in the first video. I said it in the last week video. His time is very, very, very short. So today, he has given me explanation of Revelation 17 verse 10 and 11. And it determines who that beast is, the purpose of Trump, and the time frame. Establishes the time frame. So let's get on it and read. Go to Revelation chapter 17, verse 10 and 11. There are also 7 kings. 5 have fallen. 1 is, and the other has not yet come. And when he comes, he must continue a short time. The beast that was and is not is himself also the 8th, and is of the 7, and is going to perdition. I will read again. There was also 7 kings. 5 have fallen. 1 is, and the other has not yet come. And when he comes, he must continue a short time. The beast that was and is not, and is himself also the 8th, and is of the 7, and is going to perdition. Perdition simply means destruction. He's heading to destruction. He's destined for that. That's his purpose. Okay. And then he asked me to find out who is the last president of the United States alive. Who the ones before him are all dead. The last living president, who the one before him are all dead. And that person is President Jimmy Carter. They say start counting from him. Because the word said there are 7 kings, 5. There are 5 fallen kings already. 1 is, the 6th is present. So he's talking about when the 6th was in the throne. And the 7 has not yet come. But when the 7 comes, he will come for a very short time. And the one, the beast that was and is not, is himself also the 8th. So the beast that is 6, he is also coming back as the 8th. So now I have on board here, on this board, last 7 US presidents. The last 7 US presidents, counting from now. When you start from Jimmy Carter, because everyone after Jimmy Carter is dead. Jimmy Carter is still alive. Okay, so we had Jimmy Carter. The next one was Ronald Reagan. Next one was George H.W. Bush, number 3. Number 4 was Bill Clinton. And number 5, George W. Bush. Okay, so let's strike a line here. That is 5 fallen. According to the word, 5 have fallen. They are not on the presidency anymore. But he's talking about the 6th one. That 6th one, he said, and 5 have fallen and 1 is. Why is it that he is using that one as 1 is? Because that is the same one that I've spoken to you about. He is the beast. That is why he's telling you. When he took the throne, when he took the presidency, 5 living ones were before him. And he is the 6th. After George Bush, the 6th is what? Barack Hussein Obama. Now, according to the revelation, he said, 5 have fallen, 1 is. So that is Obama. And the other has yet to come. So we were talking about the next president after Obama. And when he comes, he must continue a short time. When he comes, he must continue a short time. So who came after Obama? From Jimmy Carter, 1, Ronald Reagan, 2, George W. Bush the senior, 3, Bill Clinton, 4, and George W. Bush the son, 5. They have fallen. The next one is Obama. And the prophecy said the one that comes after him must come for a very short time. And who is that? Donald Trump. President Donald J. Trump. Going back to verse 11, the beast that was, number 6, that was, and is not, now he's not, number 7, and is himself also the 8th, which means the same beast, the same president that was in number 6 is also coming as number 8. So we have established, to confirm, I've done a lot of videos telling you that that beast of Revelation 13 verse 1 is Obama and nobody else. And I've spoken to you about the fact that he will come back in that previous videos. Today, the Lord is confirming it again, making it very clear. So we know Barack Hussein Obama is coming back after Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is supposed to be there for a very, very short time. So those people who think they have prayed and God has listened to Donald Trump, to bring Donald Trump to make America great again and prosperity comes back again, I have news for you. Because Donald Trump will be taken away. According to the prophecy. Same as Absalom was taken away. Donald Trump will be taken away. But what time frame? I know he's not going to finish his term. But whether 2 months or 3 months or 2 years or 3.5 years, that one we yet to establish. So now we go to the second phase. You go to the second phase. From Jimmy Carter, you know Ronald Reagan is dead. So you cross him out. You draw another line here. If you realize after Donald Reagan, the next president that came was George W.H. Bush, the senior. He was the first American president who spoke publicly about the New World Order. He was the first. And Clinton came to implement it. All the rules and the regulations were put in place by Clinton. He signed it. And Obama is in to manifest it into reality. Now, if you realize, George W. Bush spent 1 term, the senior. Clinton spent 2 terms. W. Bush, the son, spent 2 terms. And Barack Hussein Obama spent 2 terms. Total is 7. According to the prophecy, it said the beast that was and is not and is himself also the 8th and is of 7. He is of 7. He didn't say 7th. He said it's of 7. He's giving us a time frame here to give us time. Now, over here, we talk about the people who actually became presidents. But now we are talking about the term that they spent. from George W. Bush, from the people who established the New World Order. From the H.W. Bush, he spent 1 term. Clinton 2 terms. Obama, George Bush son 2 terms, and Obama 2 terms. Your total is 7. According to the prophecy, Obama is the 6th, and he also the 7th. But we don't have the 7th as the president on the list. The one who is 7th is Donald J. Trump, which means even though Donald J. Trump is there, he's there temporary. There's Obama is the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. Now, when you go to Revelation 13, verse 5 to 9, when he come back, when the wound is healed, Obama is coming back. And when he come back, according to Revelation verse 5 to 9, it reads, and he was given a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and he was given authority to continue for what? 42 months. Now, if you're talking about terms, each term is 4 years in the American political system. Each term is 4 years. So, if he is coming to take over from the 7th, and he's going to continue for 42 months, then Donald Trump must spend only 6 months in the presidency. Then Donald Trump must spend 6 months and nothing more. But he will finish his work. He will bring the plans down. He will disrupt it. He is just halting it. Because 2 Thessalonians verse 2, chapter 2 verse 7 says, for the mystery of the lawlessness is already at work. Only he who now restrain will do so until he is taken out of the way. He is the anointed person, anointed man of God to restrain it. So the time, God's fullness of the time will be full. And then he releases Obama to come back. Now when he comes back, he is not coming back as United States president. Because there's such chaos that is coming to United States that the land has never seen before, the world has not seen before. And it's coming when they take Trump out. There will be such chaos in America, and the only last known president they know. And it's all according to plan, because these people believe order in chaos. And that is when Obama comes back, but not as president. Constitution doesn't work anymore. Everything is thrown out into the window. Now we're going full blown the New World Order. I said the last presidential election of the United States has just passed. That's the last one. That is the last. So the trumpet is sounding. Why? Because God does not do anything without warning us first. So I am here to sound the trumpet, because according to Revelation 19 verse 20, he said this beast, when he comes, he's heading to perdition, which means that end must come in our generation. It must come in our generation. I don't know when, but it must come in this generation once Obama comes back. So we are entering into some time that is very fearful. If you don't know him, according to Revelation 19 verse 20, it said, then the beast was captured, and with him the false prophet who worked signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worship his image. These two were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone and fire. Burning with brimstone and fire. Now, let's go back to Revelation 13, verse 5 to 9, and it reads, and he was given a mouth speaking great things. After he has come back, he was given a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and he was given authority to continue for 42 months. He was given authority by the devil, so his coming is as the devil incarnate. And the devil would give him that authority to continue, so he has to implement the agenda of the devil. And this is the last end. So it is not going to be light. This one is fierce. Then he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven. It was granted to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And authority was given him over every tribe, every tongue, and every nation. Church, be prepared, because when he comes back, he's coming full force war. He's coming full force war against the church. War against the church. And he is given authority over every tribe, every tongue, and every nation. One world government. And Pope Francis is going to be the spiritual leader, one world religion. And that also is coming. So now you have Satan, you have Pope Francis as his spiritual being, and you have Obama as his son governing the world. This is what is put in place, and it's coming shortly. Verse 8, and all who dwell on the earth will worship him, whose name have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. The same way as the devil is going to mark the people, the 666, the name of the beast and the number, the same way God has also marked his saints. So those with the mark are not going to worship him. And that mark is the mark they have taken it out of the Bible and giving us what? Alpha and Omega. And that mark is Aleph Tav. Verse 9. If anyone has ear, let him hear. If anyone has ear, let him hear. So, if you have not given yourself to Christ, Yahushua HaMashiach, the anointed one who was sent to die for you and shed the blood free, the time is very, very, very close. And those of us who are saved, please seek the will of God in your life. Let him reveal to you, because that is the most important to him, for you to show his glory in this end times. There is a dispensation of glory coming, even in the midst of the darkness. So if you don't know him, this is the time, because Amos chapter 8 verse 11 tells us, behold, the days are coming, and that says Yahuwah, that I will send famine on the land, not famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of the hearing of the words of Yahuwah. The days are coming. There's famine of the word of the Most High coming. Because that is exactly Obama is going to do when he comes back. So the saints, study the word. Let the word be in you, like a spring flowing inside you. Let it burn inside you, so you can speak it even without looking into the Bible. Because after all, you have the Holy Spirit, who is the author of the word, living in us, who believe. So my warning to you is, my job is to sound the trumpet. And I've given it to you. What you do with the information is entirely up to you. You have a choice. I said before you, life and death this day. Let earth and heaven be witness, according to Yahuwah. I've said before you, life and death this day. So choose life. So I have given you the warning. Barack Hussein Obama is coming back, and he must rule for 42 months. I don't know what happened after that. I believe after that the number 66 chip will come in. And I don't know how long that will be before he has to petition. He's a friend, Pope Francis. But Trump is going to be there for a very, very, very short time. For what I believe, 6 months. But he will do his job. What about you? The people who are calling him that he's not a Christian, yes, he's not a Christian because God didn't call us to be Christians. He's a chosen vessel of the Almighty. He's the chosen vessel of the Most High, and he is doing his work to glorify him, because it's only doing your assignment that glorifies God, not getting saved and doing nothing. So please, if you don't know him, give your heart to him. Say, if you believe with your heart and speak it with your mouth, that Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, is the one Almighty Yahuwah sent to die for you and save you and redeem you. And he raised him up the third day. You'll be saved. So the choice is yours. Have a blessed week. And next week, hopefully, we'll finally go back to removing the deceptions in the church. Thank you all. And hopefully we meet next week by His grace.